All right, well, welcome to the R&R Show. Sit back and relax and enjoy the best little sports show ever. I'm your host, Michael Roope, and this is my co-host, William Rumsey. Hello, William.
Howdy.
All right, well, it's good to be back in the studio. We have had quite the hiatus. I know we had a couple interviews recently with Garrett Yoon and Ashton Craig, but our beautiful blue mic was not working.
It wasn't. That was, I'm going to blame that on you.
Well, yeah, I'll take.
Can I go ahead and just blame it on you?
Man, I'll pass the buck to Icky.
Oh,
there we go. Hey, but that being said, we wanted to get in the studio to do a quick little segment here to test out the blue mic because we do have in honor of the Hall of Fame game tonight. We're going to talk a little Bengals football, and then we're going to piggyback off of that and talk on Saturday to none other than Hall of Fame coach Rod Ballard. So tune in for that segment Saturday. That should be a great one. So let's get to tonight's topic, the Cincinnati Bengals. Obviously, we're kicking off, camp, and there's been some mixed reviews I hear on Joe Burrow. Did you see the one where he said he hasn't been looking very sharp?
No, and that's to be expected. I think. I mean, coming off that devastating injury, you just don't know because part of his game is based on his athleticism, being able to run the ball, but pinpoint accuracy was his game. In college and the deep ball, but he's really struggled with the deep ball last year. Now, obviously, offensive line issues, A.J. Green issues, those were bugaboos. But now, with Chase in the fold, Higgins having a year under his belt, always Boyd underneath, and, the sure hands, he doesn't have many excuses this year. But I will say that I did read yesterday that Riley Reiff, is that how you pronounce it?
Yep.
They're the guy they signed from Minnesota, he's already hurt.
Yep.
So I don't know how serious that is, but
I did hear also, not to alarm Bengals fans, Dave Lapham was downplaying that the line looks horrific.
Really?
Yeah. Lapham said the line is not looking good. You pair that with Burrow probably not looking good because he's probably gun shy.
Yeah.
It's a. I hope it's not going to be a long year.
Well, they do say that the defense is going to, at the beginning of training camp, the defense is going to be more on point than offense. That makes sense when you have to worry about timing and rhythm and all that stuff. But
the Bengals defense ain't much.
The Bengals, with their offensive line, unfortunately, they don't get the benefit of the doubt.
No.
You and I, we beat that. How do you say it? Penei Sewell. We beat that drum to take offensive line early and often. They've got some stuff to prove because, they didn't take Sewell. Then in the second round, they traded back, and there were a lot of guys that, a lot of the prognosticators were
the Notre Dame guy was very high.
Eichenberg, there was a kid from Oklahoma State that went that was supposed to have a mean streak. Jackson Carman was kind of
a reach.
It was a reach.
But, if you're going to at least they still project him to be a pretty good, they're projecting him to start right out of the gate, which, hey, let's see it. But, I would have also liked to have seen them shore up that center, and I don't think they did that at all. So,
well, they're depending on Trey Hopkins, who is coming off an injury. I don't know has he even playing yet?
I don't know. There's a lot of question marks. I will say this. If, and that's a big if, the Bengals can keep Joe upright, I think Joe will get his timing back down. He's coming off an injury. Things are, just a little off right now. So that doesn't worry me too much. But
the offensive line works.
But keeping Joe upright and then not, Joe could be gun shy. If he doesn't have faith in that line, then he isn't going to step into throws, which therefore he's going to leave stuff short, and he's going to have to get it out quick. So then that eliminates the downfield threat that I think everybody's excited with Jamar Chase. So if he can't hold on to the ball more than like a split second, then he's never going to get the ball downfield to him.
Has Lapham mentioned Jamar Chase yet? Has he said
I've just heard some quick bites from him. I did hear they hooked up on a couple nice passes the other day. Again, it's been spotty. It's early. Heck, we don't even have. I know for a fact well, at least I shouldn't say what I know for a fact. I don't suspect he'll be playing in any preseason games.
Chase or Burrow?
Burrow.
Yeah, no, they've already said that he's not going to be
All
playing.
right. Well, that's the smart move.
It is, but
they want to see how bad this offensive line is before,
That's true. That's true. Because so we've got, September 12th, 1 o'clock, Minnesota, I think it's at home. Yeah, Minnesota comes into town. I don't think.
Well, first of all, does the R&R make do we go game live down there?
I think so.
Well, I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't know. We've got big commitments this year. We got Friday nights,
we got
Monday
a lot
nights,
of commitments.
But I would like to go.
We may do something of that nature.
Because let's be honest, with COVID kicking back in, we don't know how long they're going to allow tailgating.
That's true.
I say we get down there.
Let's get in that cesspool.
If we got to get COVID, we got to
Let's do it.
We owe it to our fans.
Yes. The R&R, they will. Again, if we survive the chug at Ball State. I think we can survive whatever.
But Minnesota, I don't think last year they had a world-beating defense, so I don't think that's we don't have Pittsburgh or Baltimore or even Cleveland, and that's another thing. Our division and their defenses having a weak offensive line in this division. That's
a recipe for disaster.
It's still. I know we beat this drum. It still boggles my mind how they just haven't attacked that offensive line in the draft or in free agency.
Yeah.
I know people say they did in the draft, but did they?
Yeah, I don't think they did. I'll tell you this. I will be shocked. Let's go through the schedule real quick before we talk a little bit. You said, who do we got? We got Minnesota.
Then we go to at Chicago.
Well, Minnesota, what do you say? I know it's early in camp and everything. What do you think about Minnesota? Gun to the head, win or lose? It's at home.
I think they lose.
I don't think they have an answer for Dalvin Cook at all.
I think Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I think Dalvin Cook will eat them alive for probably, total between passing and running. I think he eats them alive for $175.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't think that Trey Hendrickson signing is going to stop Dalvin?
No, not at all. I think Dalvin runs wild. And then the defense will eventually have to come up in the box and stop him. And then old JJ.
Kirk Cousins doesn't really scare me though.
Justin Jefferson should. Once they start creeping inside, then they will play action and hit JJ.
But
down.
I do think the one thing the Bengals did attack was their secondary in free agency.
Yeah, I'll see. Again, we'll see. We'll see because. Hey, let's just do a slow exercise.
So you got Chicago.
We both got a loss for that.
At Chicago, week 2.
At Chicago, week 2.
Randy Dalton.
We've got Khalil Mack coming off the edge.
Will they have benched Andy Dalton by week 2?
Not yet.
You don't think so?
No.
I heard Justin Fields is looking like a world beater in Chicago.
Well, they say Dalton's look good, but I think
they said Dalton's looked good.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, I think
he does have a new beard.
Well, does he?
He does.
Oh, it's the 3.0 version.
Eric the red beard.
Oh,
yeah,
3.0 version, huh? Not the 2.0, the 3.0. He's more edgier, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we've got Chicago gun to the head. What do you think?
I think they win that game.
I think they lose.
Oh.
They better win. If they want a good season, they need to win that game.
Yeah, they need to win the first home game.
I just think that defense is going to be too much for them.
God, you remember a couple years ago when we went down there and we were all excited, and then they got beat by the 49ers like 55-10 or something.
I remember that. That was ugly.
Yeah,
we didn't enjoy that, did we?
Nah.
All right, what do we got?
We enjoyed the tailgating.
We did. What was week 3? What do we got?
We go at Pittsburgh.
Loss.
Yeah, I can't.
Even though they surprised us last year,
they did.
I think that.
And Ben is he's old. He's obviously last year down the stretch he didn't have it. I think it'll be closer than what you think, but I just can't with that defense. Pittsburgh's defense, T.J. Watt, and I just can't pick them at Pittsburgh. I just can't.
No. What do we got?
Then we go home. This will be a cool matchup. Home against Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence comes in.
I think they win it.
They've got to.
Well, they have
I'll tell you what. If they start the season off 0-4,
yeah. Well,
I don't think Zach Taylor will make it through that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now. The early part of the schedule. if they want a good season, they've got to win the Chicago and the Jacksonville game. You can't lose those two games because Chicago's a meddling team.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's not very good still.
On the flip side, say they're 3-1.
3-1. Hey, the Houday Nation will be in full force. So we'll see. What do we got in Week 5?
Week 5, R&R might have to make a trip back down to Cincinnati. It's the Green Bay Packers come in.
I think that gets ugly early.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rodgers again. He's a dude that plays really well with a chip on his shoulder, and I think he is just pissed off with that press conference.
Are you trying to tell me you're going to try? Well, no. Old Long Pants got him in the keeper.
Oh, the keeper, yeah. No.
So
I think he's going to have another stellar year. I mean, he's got Devontae Adams back. He's got Aaron Jones.
I think he regresses.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. Then the boys go on the road against Detroit.
They better win that one.
I mean, they lost Matt Stafford, which was pretty much their whole franchise.
If they don't win that,
they replaced him with Jared Goff.
So really,
but they do have Sewell. We'll get a good peek at Panay.
Yeah,
Penny?
Well, yeah, Panay Sewell, and while we get looked at our free agent signing against him.
Yeah.
So true. Are you saying win or loss?
I'm going to say a win.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Like after 6 games, you got them 3-3. So, I mean, if they could steal another victory and get to 4-2 out of a first 6, that'd be great. I've got them stumbling to a 2-4, but we'll see. What do we got next game?
Then we go another tough division game at Baltimore.
Loss.
Yeah, that's
not even going to be close.
Lamar Jackson, I think
they have issues with him. They don't know how to contain him.
They can't. I mean, one, their linebacking core is. Although I did read that ESPN put next 25 prospects to look out for this year that aren't rookies. Logan Wilson was number 4 on the list. They're expecting big things from him.
Let's hope so.
But that's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
so that's a
loss.
Gonna
be
then they go at New York Jets.
That's a win.
I think that's a win.
Although I think
is Zach Wilson starting right out of the gate?
I think
is
so.
He?
Yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah, but you know what? God, they just. I mean. What do they have in the cupboard? They don't have any receivers. They don't have any running backs. I mean, they don't have any.
They drafted a running back. Was it Carter?
Yeah, Michael Carter. But, I mean, everybody's just so green. It's that better be a win. So, really, it's a 17-game season, but this is through 8. I mean, through 8, you've got them.
That's a Halloween game. They play on Halloween.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I tell you what, come on down to Apple Blossom. We're going to have we're going to have it set up. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, you've got them 4-4 after 8. I think Bengal Nation would take the 4-4 after 8.
I'm very optimistic, and normally I'm not.
Yeah, I'm 3-5. Okay. Let's see what else we got.
Then we get a home game versus Cleveland.
All right.
I'm going to peg that as a loss. I think Cleveland is.
I think they're going to run right down their throat.
Yeah, I mean, the Chubb, Hunt, I mean, hell, Baker probably didn't even have to throw that game. He throws 15 times.
The key to Baker is they run so well, and he just does play action. I mean, and just little safe bootleg, just safe passes, and that's the key to success there. You don't need to do anything great.
Last year, there was a night game. Him and Burrow were just going back and forth.
Yeah, that was an early game.
Yeah.
That was when I think it was, their tight end got hurt.
Yeah,
CJ.
Yeah, and then they played a second time, and then we should have won that game.
Wait a second. Are we talking to ourselves? They're going to get crushed.
Yeah. Then they go. The R&R might have to make a trip here too. We go at Las Vegas.
Now that would be cool. You know what? I'm going to give the Bengals a win here.
Can we get Darren at Proof 124 to fly us out to Las Vegas?
Darren, if you're watching, and I hope you are. I mean, we're right now. We're your Monday night faces right here. Get us to Vegas. We'll do an R&R special. The Bengals against the Raiders. I think the Bengals upset the Raiders.
I believe so too.
I don't even know if it's considered an upset.
I just don't think they have. I mean,
they've got some line problems.
Darren Waller could be the problem there. They're all-world tight end.
I just think the Raiders' defense sucks. They've gotten rid of a lot of offensive linemen. Bengals better win that one.
So Bengals win. Then they come back. They have Pittsburgh at home.
Loss.
Yeah, I just can't give them a win against Pittsburgh.
It's hard to do, even though when they're old aging team, they should beat.
I mean, they did.
Let's face it, they should beat the shit out of them, but they're not going to, even though they're old age. But I think Pittsburgh's time has come to an end. I think the whole run's over. I think they're getting ready to go into some deep, dark years. For quite a few years.
I think so.
That's an old aging cast. Their line's a joke. Their offensive line a joke. They can hold their hat on the defense, but that's, I think, going to take a major step back. But I think they find a way to beat the Bengals twice, but then this is the last year that happens.
Okay.
The Bengals will now, the following year, not this year, but the next year, I think you're going to see it's going to be them vying for these titles. Pittsburgh's going to be the cellar dweller.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
This is another interesting game. So then they're at home again against the LA Chargers. So Justin Herbert comes in. You know, obviously last year he balled out. I mean, he was phenomenal. I mean, won Rookie of the Year. People knew he was good. They didn't think he was going to be that good that quick, which is kind of funny looking back now. They sat him that first week was it?
Tyrod
Taylor the first week, and then
they should have won that. They took that win out of.
No wonder Anthony Lynn lost his job.
Remember the non-touchdown catch?
At AJ Green push up. But I think the Chargers win that game.
I'm going to give the Bengals a win right there.
Wow.
Yeah, I know the Chargers. You know, I just think Burrow is going to want to show he is the face of that class, and I think he's going to show up. Where's that at?
That's in LA. Or no, that's at home.
That's at home. So they play Chargers again at home. That's odd.
That is odd.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, regardless.
Maybe I'll switch my pick.
Yeah. No, it's already written.
It's written.
Okay. Let it be written. Let it be done.
Then they are at home again against the 49ers.
That's going to be tough. That's a loss. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Even though San Fran's got some uncertainty at the QB position.
I think that's a win.
You like that win? Yeah. I just think the Niners are going to run all over them.
Yeah.
I just think. All right, what we got?
Okay, then we go at Denver.
That's a tricky game. That quarterback's a mess.
It is a mess. Are they gonna? It's either going to be Drew Lock or Bridgewater.
You know, I'm going to give them a win. I think the Bengals show something there. Where's that at?
Give them a win too. It's at Denver.
Can I switch it?
No.
Okay.
It's written. I will say one thing about Drew Lock. Have you seen his girlfriend?
No.
Smoke Show City.
Well, I can't get it. He doesn't do anything for me.
No, he's a middling quarterback.
Yeah, at best. I mean,
he's a good.
He's not a game manager.
He's an average backup.
Teddy Bridgewater is a game manager, but I don't even think Drew wins the job. I think they'd rather have Steady Teddy.
Steady Teddy.
Before
you just pulled that out.
I'd rather Steady Teddy than God. Did I want to throw some kind of nickname at Drew? Delirious Drew.
Okay,
we're getting off base here.
We did. I like
the one equalizer is the Mile High Air.
Yeah,
that is a great equal. But I think the Bengals find a way.
Yeah. Then they come back home against Baltimore.
It's a loss.
The game day after Christmas. Yeah, it's a loss. We won't delve. Mr. The Ferrari comes into town.
Big time loss.
So the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, the Ferrari comes in.
I think they might.
The only possibility is that.
Is that at home?
It's at home. Kansas City has the playoffs and everything locked up, and they sit Mahomes.
What week is that?
That's week 17.
Is that the last game?
No, they got one more after that. Because remember, they increased to 17 games this year.
Yeah, I tell you, if Mahomes doesn't sit, they're going to score at least 60 on the Bengals.
Oh. No.
God, now do I want to buy tickets now for that game?
No, it'll be cold.
Yeah.
We'll watch it in your basement. We'll be all warm and toasty, and we can watch the NFL Red Zone.
God, that is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What do we got for that last game?
And then we finish up the year in Cleveland, which is kind of cool.
It's a loss.
I'm going to go win because I think Cleveland will have everything sewed up, and I think they'll sit everybody.
That's fair. All right.
I think Cleveland's going to be really good.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got them going 8 and 9. And I've got them going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 11.
Wow.
6 and 11.
I'd
and
say
you're 8 and 9.
I'd say you're probably more accurate.
Mine sounds good.
Yours is probably. Actually, what's funny is somebody asked me the other day what I think they'd go, and I said 6 and 11.
Well, by you, it sounds like they're possible.
But that was before I even went through the schedule like this. And,
6 and 11 sounds right. They still are a 6 and 11 team. They've got the skill guys. It's all going to get down to the offensive line. Now, if they don't, let's just say they go 6 and 11. Let's say they have another top 5 pick, and if they do not take the best offensive line,
they're not going to.
Well, they need. I mean, you don't need any. You got.
If there was any year in the history of the Bengals where that they would take a top offensive, this year was it, and they did not do it.
Well, then they need to trade back. Well, then they need to trade back, get some extra picks, get the lineman. If you're not going to, and you think if there's no clear cut, then trade back a couple spots, gain a couple. Don't do your bullshit trading back to get a kicker. You better get some damn good players. I want line. And then they're going to have to address that defense at some point.
I think they've tried to address the defense. I think they've tried.
Did we just give up on them?
Did my voice go up a little bit right
God,
there?
Did we try? Did we try?
What the hell just happened?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, so if they go 6 and 11, I would say Zach Taylor's in a little bit of trouble. I mean, I know they gave Marvin Lewis, 4 decades there.
Nah, but he's fine. They'll give him at least one more year after
so.
this. Yeah, because let's face it. I mean, Burrow's coming off an injury. That line's still a debacle. I would like to see what Zach could do with at least a competent line.
I agree.
I mean, we can't see any of his game or of his plays really play out because 9 times out of 10 Burrow's hitting a hot read just for the simple fact he has no time. So, I mean, we don't see any of these plays materialize because, let's face it, Burrow didn't have time. Burrow did a hell of a job with his limited time he had. But in the end, like our good friend Casey Callaway said, we're going to get him killed, and what did we do? We got him killed.
Yeah.
So
that was man, when that happened, my heart sunk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Carson Palmer all over again. We have a shot.
I went directly to Twitter and said they ruined that young man's career.
Yep. Did you get any likes out of that?
Probably not. Nobody follows me.
Well, that being said, listen. This was just kind of impromptu.
Don't tell them that.
Little segment.
We slaved away for.
No, we didn't. We just wanted to try out our shiny new mic, and we don't even know.
Good, though.
Well, it was good, but we don't even know if this will make it to the air because we don't even know if our mic is projecting.
Oh,
we
man.
did this really for Dusty Gordon. Dusty, yeah, Dusty was worried about. He wanted to know about our Proof 124 segment coming on Monday nights. By the way, at 7:00. Starting off August 6th? Is it 6th?
August 16th.
16th. August 16th, 7:00 at Proof 124. We're going to kick this off with the Trojan Tiger battle. What a great game that'll be.
Have we figured out if that's the Crosstown Showdown game yet?
Well, we don't know yet, but I consider it.
Can you talk to your sources?
I'll talk to my sources tonight, or maybe I'll reach out to Skyline, and if it isn't, maybe we will make it.
I heard Skyline offered us to hand out a free cheese coney.
Well, you never know. Maybe we can get that bumped up some. So,
all
right. Well, listen, guys. Appreciate you tuning in, and please make sure you tune in Saturday when William and I interview Hall of Fame former coach Rod Ballard. That should be a good one. He's going to have a lot of great stories, I'm sure.
Rod.
Yep.
All right.
So, see you guys then.